Hey everybody, Lewis here, Our Shack Barbecue and other things. Well, today we're going to do an assembly video. Assembly of a Weber Kettle charcoal grill. So, let's get into this.
Regulators! Mount up!
Okay, first thing you're going to need is, I, at 6'5", and 50, close to 60 years old, like to have a workbench. So I'm going to set up a table. Get the table set up here. So this is step one, workbench. Done. Now let's get the grill. Here is our grill. This grill is the Star Spangled Kettle. This is offered through Walmart.com. I heard that some stores are now carrying it, but it's a red, white, and blue Star Spangled looking kettle. When I saw it, I knew I had to get one, so I ordered it. So, first thing we need to do, get yourself some refreshment. In this case, I've got Dr. Pepper and ice. Sorry to my doctor who wants me to stop drinking soda. Don't think I can do that. I've given up a lot of other things, but my Dr. Pepper, probably one of those things I won't be able to give up. Cheers. Oh yeah, that's good. All right. Set this out of the way for a moment. So let's go ahead and open up the box and see what we got in it. All right. Like I said, this is an exclusive Walmart kettle. I don't know if they have plans of making them through Weber.com or not. This here has the old school ash pan setup. So inside we've got your user's manual and assembly guide. Assembly guide? We don't need no assembly guide. Let's flip this baby over and see what she looks like. Alright, I see absolutely no damage from shipping, which is great. Yeah, got your top vent. This is where your handle goes. Very cool. Set that aside carefully. Carefully. Inside the box, you have your catch ash pan. And you have some washers. Interesting. Might have to go find that assembly book. Here is our main cooking bowl. Where it's got the red and white stripes. So this is an old school 3-vent system on it. That's just dust. Good, good. All right. You've got your, this is where your handle will go. We'll set this aside for a moment. All right. Here's your handles. This is actually your lid handle. I can feel the taco, as they call it, heat shield there. This is your front handle. You've got 1, 2 wheels. Then you have your different leg supports that go around it. You've got your 3 bottom vents here and hardware. Let's just take this out for a sec. Then you have Your cooking grate, 22-inch. Once again, this is the base model Weber Kettle. It's not a premium, so you don't have the flip-up charcoal grates to add more charcoal, and it's a little bit thinner than they are. This is your charcoal grate. So your charcoal will sit on top of it. Then you have your wheel assembly, leg assembly triangle here. So your wheels go on here, and this hooks onto one of the legs, and that's your base. But we'll get into all that. All right, the first thing we want to do is we're going to orient this. This is the front of our kettle where the handle is, and we've got the 3 legs here, right? So what you want to do is you've got one leg that doesn't have the wheel tabs on it. It's just your front leg. So in this package here, let's see if it's this one. Yes. In this package, you've got your press clamps. Should have brought a knife over with me to open these. All right, so you've got your press clamps, what I call spring clamps here, right? So what these do, these fit, you got a hole here, so these actually go in here, and they go down to that hole, and they fit like that. So then when you put it in here, you see this hole here. Should just be able to work it in there very carefully. There. So there it's punched in there. Okay. Let's find our triangle. So you have a hole on the side of your triangle here. And what I like to do is I like to get it in the hole there. And then you just spin it around like that, see? And we'll just set it there. Now, these work the same way as that first one. You've got your spring clamp. You got to put in there. Like that. And you find which one of these is best. I'm going to say it's this one. Right there. Now they probably want you to put the vents on first. So we might have to just finish this part without so this one here has 2 holes, and I just kind of took it over there and looked, and it looks like it needs to go on the other hole. So we will just take it out, put it in this hole. There. There. Okay. Your triangle should just plop in there like that. There. Any questions so far? No? We're good? All right. Continuing on. So then you've got this package of stuff here. There's a little black cap in here. Looks like this. This goes right here on this leg. Like so. Then these here are what holds your wheels on. So your wheel goes on there. And these caps fit on the outside of your wheel. Like so. Give you one extra, which is nice. You may have to take a mallet and kind of smack those on there a little better. Oops. Okay. Got the legs on, got the triangle on. Now, let's see if we have, yeah. So these clips here are what hold your ash pan here. And they probably should have gone on before I did the legs, but yeah. So we're gonna have to take this off and slide them on. We'll just start with the front one. Okay. And they're a spring thing too. Started here. All right. Come on. There we go. Okay. There's one. Kind of get that started in there. Come around to this one. Let me grab this. Okay. So there's two. And we're back to business. So let's get these all turned around. So now our ash pan has something to hold to. Okay. So we got our wheels on, we've got our clips for the ash pan, got our frame on, got our spud on. For right now, the only other thing we got to do is put these on there. See how they line up. They've got little notches on them there to fit inside the hole, so it'll only turn certain ways. But what we need to do is stand the kettle up like this. This is where I'm saying it's probably easier to do when it was down instead of now. Okay. So what you've got a bolt, a lock nut, and a washer. So my guess is your tabs go inside the kettle, so we can go like this. We'll just line it up here. Okay, put the washer down on there, and then the nut. Okay, getting close so you can see me do the next one. All right, so you got your bolt, you got your vent, get it set in there, put a washer on it, and then your lock nut. We're just getting them started here, like so. Okay, got one more to do. All right, bolt is just a standard flat blade head, and then your lock nut here is a 7/16. So what I have is, if I don't lose it, just have a screwdriver here with a flat standard. We'll set it on the screw. Like so. And then we'll take my power driver. Oops. And we'll tighten the nut down. I have it so it clutches out, so I don't over tighten it. There you go. It works beautiful. Turn it down a little bit more. Just like it was supposed to. One more to do. Okay, so we've got the bottom pins attached. All right, so your handle is a two-piece handle. You've got the back side of it here, which fits inside of the handle, the frame of the handle, and it clicks up to the front like that. Then you have your Weber outside. These are your like your tongs and spatula they can hang off of there. So now what we want to do, this is a Phillips head. So I want to tighten it down. Like so. All right. Since we're at that point, get it all unwrapped here. What it does is it basically sits on these tabs when you get them all into position. Let's move this one up. This one needs to come down to here. So this should sit in here. Here. They're all a little low, so we'll move them all up a little bit. Like so. So they sit like this, and then let's bring this one down. We'll have to bring the back ones down, it looks like a little bit, so it'll sit smoother. Something like this. There's no pure science to this. It's just however you get it lined up. That is balances on all three tabs. Oops. I think that front one needs to come up some more. Say about right there. All right. Something like that. Turn your vents, it lets the ash fall down onto it. All right. This here is your handle. What it is, they provide this tool with it. What it does is it backs these bolts off, these nuts off the back side of your handle. A lot of guys do not like this heat shield, and they've nicknamed it a taco. You can pop it out of there. I'm going to keep it on there. I don't mind it. So what you need to do here is, I personally like my Weber facing your top vent. Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. But what you do is you put your handle on and you stand your lid up. Try to hold everything into place. Guess you can lay it down like this once you get your handle on it. Because right now all you're going to do is get these started like so. And then you take their fancy little hand wrench and tighten them down. And you just want to go a little past snug. You don't want to reef on it because it will pop the enamel off. So I like to just go a hair past snug. And I think they make it that they provide this so you don't over tighten it. But make sure you got them both good and tight. There you go. Top vent. All right. The assembly part is almost done. All we got to do is put the grates in now. This here is your charcoal grate, and it goes in first. Sits down on the tabs that are bent in there, and then you have your cooking grate, and it sits up on the top of the tabs, and then you have your lid. There you go. She's ready to cook. This was, at the time that I purchased this through Walmart.com, it was $149. And that's pretty good price for this style of kettle. So it was definitely worth the money, even if I just use it as lawn art. But it's not that scary to put one of these together. All I really needed, you just need, you know, an open-end box wrench or a 7/16 wrench and a flathead screwdriver and maybe a little mallet. But yeah, and then a screwdriver Phillips screwdriver to put the handle on. Other than that, I mean, pretty easy to put together. So you can do this too. It's not that hard. Until next time, my friends, grill on.